Hello, and welcome to Farthest Frontier. Well, I have a strange feeling I'm back where I was when I started the previous episode, because I'm on 269 people, and I need 400 to be able to advance the next tier. And yeah, I'm still having this problem. There's just not enough people in this chicken and egg situation. In the meantime, though, I need to have a look to see what's going on. So I've had buildings that have been destroyed. Oh, better fix these then. Yeah, I think that's the problem. It's these raids that are getting in the way. They're causing me problems, these raiders, because I did manage to get some people come over, and they did help. But then I lost a lot of people in the raids, so it's like, grrr, back to square one. We'll check this out as well while he's here. We're just getting into spring, but I'll have a look and see if there's anything useful I can buy or sell. Nothing jumps out. Yeah, I mean, I think part of the problem, to try and attract more people, you need to make people happy. You need a lot of food. You need to make people happy. So we've got, I think we've got quite a bit of food. Happiness is subjective. Luxuries, 57%, 67% food. So yeah, I mean, I suppose that's something I could start focusing a bit more on then. And I'm not too bothered over here where we've got rats, because I'm not keeping food here. So where is... I suspect the candlestick maker's down in here. It's probably one of the earliest buildings I created. That's the tannery. It's a firewood splitter. So they're making soap. Ah, candles. Now I remember, the candles they're made with the wax, so that'll be over here somewhere. Oh no, that's the cheese maker. We're close. There's our candle shop. So they managed to produce 16 candles. Out of curiosity, so usable goods, they don't come under that, they come under luxury goods. I find this to be a bit, I'm not too sure how reliable this is, because I've had times where there's like a lot of beer. It says there it's 104 beer being produced, but none's being consumed. I mean, it's possible I've just been selling it off on the trading post, I suppose, and that's why nothing's getting consumed. That is a possibility. But it says anyway that we've got 18 candles were produced and 13 were consumed. I noticed there was some sitting in the trading post as well. I'm back to square one again. See, I need more people. If I want to make more candles, I need more people. Fubar, you're not making my life easier. Oh, so we've got a new villager has migrated. Yeah, crazy person decided it was a good idea to come here. That's fine. Then we've got somebody who's been born and then... it's now back to 269. It's like, no! The game hates me. Well, to be fair, I mean, I've managed to make it this far, so I can't complain. One thing I'm still... Oh, now we're down to 268 because more people have died of old age. This is not... How many old people have we got? We've got 54 elderly, 78 seniors. Grrr. Right, okay. That thing I just noticed was... I've been scratching my head over these blacksmiths because they get full. And then they suddenly complain. It's like, well, that's it. I can't make any more of these because the place is full. And I suspect that these heavy tools that get produced, for instance, once it hits 2, that's it. We're just stuck. You can't make any more. So it's like, I don't think anybody's coming along and picking these items up from the actual building and then putting them into a store somewhere. Like maybe if there's a storehouse around here somewhere. That's a Cooper's, that's not going to help. And that's a... There, oh yeah, there's the storehouse there. So I don't think anybody's going across to the blacksmith, picking items up from here that's being produced and then putting them into here. I think the only people who's collecting them are people who are actually using them, and that's a problem. So somebody's come along and picked up a sword from there, because there's some swords in there. But then it begs the question, how come I've got a lot of shields in here, for instance? I mean, the armourer, wherever they are, I don't know where the armourer is, they're around somewhere. But if the armourer's been producing all these shields, I suppose it's possible they might have been sent over to the trading post and I've changed my mind or something, but that's a strange part of the game I'm finding, I must admit. I'm more used to games where you've got labourers literally who move around and gather things, they pick things up, take them to the storage and that sort of thing. I'm not sure if that's actually being done. So I'm finding it a bit confusing. And speaking of confusing, we're not producing much tallow, we don't have that much meat. It's not like it jumps out in terms of being able to sell much to him. So we'll just let that slide. Ugh, good grief, I need to fill these gaps. And now we're down to only 23 labourers, so this is not helping. Unless that's part of the problem, maybe it's a case that there's just not enough people to do the labour work. Maybe somebody from, you know, from that labour force would have gone around and done that. How many miners have we got? It's a possibility. I mean, I could cut back on the fields. These fields were set up with 2 people. That was something I was trying to achieve over here as well. To actually reduce these fields, because these are just over the edge and there's 3 people in each field, which is kind of nuts, really. It's kind of seems like a bit of a waste. Speaking of waste, we'll have a look and see where we can put this lot. So put some in there. Put some compost from over here that we can use as well. So put that in that field there. Is there another one maybe? No, they don't have any. Okay. So these fields, I mean, I'll probably get some of these farmers back that I've got down here once these fields are back to a reasonably good fertility. The rain seems to be getting in the way because I cannot find where the mouse has gone. There's a mouse around here somewhere and I can't see it. Oh, there it is over there. Right. So yes, I'm waiting for these fields to get more fertility in them. So they're not really doing much. But obviously I've got 3 people in each one, so that might improve over time. So I'm just trying to think where else we can take people from. I mean, there is the mines, I suppose. I mean, how many... Oh, good grief. Everybody's disappearing. Work areas are empty. Alright, so you were originally chopping stone. Well, you're not doing anything now, so I think I'll just decommission this place. Oh, technically, having said that, there's a lot of stone down there. Right, you're moving. I'm not going to waste a building, so I'll put that one over there. And we'll just run a road down to there. I like that you get the warning now. You didn't get that before. You used to have to just find it out as you went along that, oh right. Because you used to get like a little icon like these would appear above it, but you weren't getting that much notice unless you went wandering around the map. But look, you weren't really getting told about that. So I suppose, yeah, there is the mines, but I need a lot more. I need a lot of miners to actually create things because we're out of, I think as far as I'm aware, we're out of gold. We don't have any more gold, so I need to basically mine things, produce things and sell them to make money. I'm running at a bit of a loss at the minute. So that's where I'm going to have to make my money, is in in the actual trading. So where are these lot of... So they're seeking shelter, so we could have probably benefited from having a... Although I haven't said that, there's only 255 coal left in there. There's supposedly some coal there. Although is that not the one where they're actually mining? Actually, that could be the way where they're mining anyway. So maybe it had a certain amount of coal. Now there's none left, or it's running out. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see as we go along. Right. So they're going to build us a road down to here, and then that should start getting us more stone. And there's a coal mine over here. So that should come in handy. Oh, not again. Seriously, this is getting bonkers. I'm going to have no labourers left at all. Down to 265 people. It's interesting because the villager happiness is going up. So they're okay with the food, it's just the luxuries. That's a thought. If you look at... Yeah, that's what that tab is there. So I'm not seeing any furniture or any candles or pottery, for instance, that's in there. That might help. But I don't have any people who actually start making more. I mean... So they get wax and they get firewood. I wonder because the one who's actually splitting the woods over here, how much travel time? So they're using... Yes, they're using up a lot of time. See, what's that? 16% is spent travelling, so it doesn't seem that bad, but I get the impression they're going to have to go all the way over to here to get firewood, unless they... Potentially they might get it from the market, because the markets do stock it. I mean, one option could be to get a firewood splitter over on this side. The only trouble is... there's a bit of room. I could potentially put... Ah, yeah, back to square one. I need people. Well, I could actually, having said that, I could move one of them. So you can just flatten this area a bit. Now what I could do is move one of these firewood splitters, because they should be well out of the way. So if I was to move that one, for instance, over to... Yeah, it's well out of the way of the houses. So we could potentially put that over there. That brings the firewood splitter close to here. So this market over here could then come over here to get that as well. So I don't think it's that bad. But in the meantime, so they can... I don't really need the coal. So we're running short on soap as well, so that's something else I need to sort out. Again, I need more people to do this, though. That's the trouble. Tell you what. Let's see if we can sell some of these then. I mean, they're only offering to sell them to us, but sell some logs. I may as well get some money out of this. And I'll wait for another trader to turn up and see what we can do, because at the moment that's my only real way of getting money, it seems, because we're not doing really all that well on the money that we make from all these. I mean, these houses are falling into a state of disrepair because there's just not enough people. We're down to 260. I'm going in the opposite direction of what I want to. I'm going to have to seriously start cutting back. There's no choice. So that's where, I mean, we've got 42 farmers. I mean, I think we need about, what was it? We need at least 29. Just out of curiosity, let's see how these fields do with one less farmers. So that's down at 2. That's 2, 2. I mean, these ones I'm not too fussed about anyway, because they're just going over anyway, basically. It's interesting that some of them are down to 2 already. Odd. Right, so I'm going to leave the farmers alone, which is a bit of a pain because it means if anybody gets injured, for instance, they don't get automatically replaced. It's something that really needs sorting out, I think, in this situation. You really need somebody to have this automated, and I think in the next patch when it comes out, somewhere in the March, I think they were talking about is the potential to get a lot more of this automated. I certainly know about the fields, for instance, where they're on about automating, getting the compost put in the fields automatically for you. That would save a bit of the micromanagement, but it's things like that that I'm more concerned about. It just takes up too much time and it's easy for things to slip. That at least takes care of the labourers, hopefully. Now it said there was... See there, something's happened to the armourer, so now I'm going to have to get that place refilled. So it says you need at least... I think it said we needed at least 29. That's not what I wanted. The information options disappeared. I think it said you needed 29. I mean, we don't have that much in terms of preservatives either. At this stage I just want to sell things because I need the money. Nothing jumps out. Right. Leave them to it. So this warehouse, it says it's getting full. How come I've got... How have I got a lot of flax over here? I mean, I've got a lot of grain and a lot of flax. So, I mean, the flax... Ah, hold on, are we growing flax now? Did I add that in? No, I'm not growing flax here, so how come I've got a lot of flax? That's a bit odd. So there's nobody around here needs it, so I'm not going to keep it. So I may as well deselect these sort of things. I don't want it... I don't want any food in there. I mean we've got quite a few barrels to preserve things, but I'd rather it goes in the root cellar. So I'm not sure if anybody's going to start emptying this, or whether it's just going to get taken as it gets used. In the meantime, how are the blacksmiths doing? Because this one's supposed to be focusing on heavy tools, but I mean, the last season says they produced 2 tools, 1 sword and 0 heavy tools, and yet the ratings I've got says, you know, for every 5 of these, I want you to produce maybe a tool and maybe a sword. But that's the same here. They don't do much. Yeah, a real head scratcher that. Right, so they're probably complaining of no flour. they've got the heavy tools, so we're down to one person. So we've only got one windmill. Right, so have a look at the statistics then. So have a look. So producing a lot more grain than we're consuming. What? We went from about 600 something to 200 something. It's like, what? Oh no. This is everything's going in complete reverse. I'm now down to only 263 people. This is not helping. This situation is not going to plan, so we take... Hopefully that'll sort that problem out. Yeah, we're skirting the edge again. Now there's something I was going to do and it's just going completely out of memory. So hold on. Oh, it's a Fletcher. I thought it was a rat catcher. I think that's an upgraded rat catcher. So we've got a lot of shields. I wonder if I could sell. I mean, I've got a lot. Yeah, I'm keeping 50 in stock, but I don't know if anybody's going to buy them. So this is the smokehouse. They're complaining they don't have any, at least they didn't have any meat. So they should be getting meat, they should be getting fish. So there's a fishing hut close by. Hold on, wait. How do I let's not be keeping those things here either. Don't be keeping any wax here. Yeah, that should all be over on the left side. Right, let's see if we can get them to move this. I mean, I could put it right in the middle and really annoy everybody. And that would be good fun. So we flip that round. And I put that... Hopefully that's not going to get in the way of the cows. Yeah, it doesn't get in the way of the cows. The cows should be fine. Get them to flatten that bit there while we're at it. Oh no! Everyone's dying of old age. This is tragic. The trouble is, I'm telling them to pick 32. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to the right fields. Well, it might be, I don't know. Well, you know, learn new things every day, yeah. Yeah, I would have thought they might have just picked some random like field to go to, but no. Being good folks and going where we need to go. See, I don't even have enough builders to keep everything in maintained either. I can't see where the mouse is because of the snow. Oh, there it is. It's like what? Oh no, there's a blooming deer got into the fields again. There it is there. There's the little rascal. I wonder if I can get these to... No, they're not interested. So... There's a work camp there and they're not really going to do much. I think the nearest hunter is like over here somewhere. I'll have to get him to take care of them. Otherwise these are just going to sit and eat all of my food. Oh no! I'm going to have to come all the way back again. take care of that. So that's interesting that it's not highlighting the one that got inside, only the ones that are still outside. I mean, I suppose it makes sense then to keep fields protected by fences, because the problem is I haven't got the gap. I put these farms right up against the walls. One thing I've found is that if I destroy these fields to rebuild them, you end up having to start entirely from scratch. So these fields are just slightly too big for what I need them to be, and I'd love to basically rebuild them as 7x7s, for example, and just have 2 people in. The problem is they'll have to completely rebuild a field, and then once that's done, the farmer starts from scratch. They've got to do all of the weeding all over again. They've got to clear out all of the rocks all over again, which to me just does not make any sense at all. So I'm like, yeah, as much as I want to remove the fields, I can't. Be one of these like juggling acts. I'll have to build new fields and then tear the old ones down, and then put those newer fields where I want them to be, only to have them start all over again. Right, so you're full. So you're keeping. Grr. Means I need more room to keep food. So if I get to build, I mean, can I squeeze another one in here somewhere? No, I don't want a storehouse. That wasn't what I was planning on. What's a thought? Can I turn that? If I move that, turn it on its side. Well, that's... yeah, it doesn't make any difference. Ooh, we can just pop that in there. Pop that there then. No! And now I've only got 260 people. Everything's falling apart. It's like, what? I mean, how many young people have we got? Oh no. I mean, they're well educated. I mean, that's a plus, but yeah. I mean, we've been at this for so long. I mean, what is it? It's year 78. Jeez Louise. That's a long time. Cheesemaker, candles, shop, stores. I can't. 250 gold to upgrade this. So I'm gonna have to seriously upgrade this as soon as I can. Compost. Let's get our priorities here. So you could do some compost. They don't have any compost. They don't have any compost. See, I wanted to get another compost yard. Oh no, 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 no! Hey? What happened there? Wait, where did my wall go? We seem to have a problem here. There's a big hole in the wall. What happened to did they knock the wrong parts down? Because that doesn't help. Oh no. Right, okay. Well, I guess we'll have to live with it then. And there's a lot of them, that's the problem. Oh no. I don't have many guards either, as far as I recall. I didn't like put many guards in here. I've got 2. So these are not going to last 5 minutes. These are just going to come. No, I don't want to move the barracks. I want to move the actual guards themselves. They're not going to last 5 minutes at this stage, but... right, well, I think it's panic stations now, because this is not going to go well. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there's 2 defense towers there. No. As long as they keep focusing on trying to attack the gate, which they're doing quite well. Right, so now that they've ripped the gate apart, I'm going to get my priorities here and get them to plug that gap before I forget. It might have been when I ripped this section down, I left a big gap and just didn't realise. Let's see how they do. So where they're going to head for is the $64 million question. Probably go for the markets. So that's 1 defense tower down. Yeah, they're going to take a lot of this place down at this stage. I mean, the gold, or what I've got left, is over here. Rebuild that one. Yes, that didn't quite go to plan then. It's because I left a gap. You can go back home. I mean, who cares? They're running off. Oh. Well, I'm going to shoot them on the way home. Yeah, looks like we shot them on the way home. Right, let's slow this down and have a look to see it. Is there anything I can sell you? Yeah, nothing jumps out. Everything's going cheap at the moment. Right, we'll ignore that then. See if anybody else comes along, because I could really do with selling those shields, because they're obviously just sitting around not getting used for some reason. So they never got around to pillaging anything. So I think that was quite lucky actually. I don't know what the heck happened there. Like, okay. I was more bothered about them coming in over here, you see. And, it seems I left a big gap for them to just walk in. That didn't help. Ooh. Down at 259. Oh, we've got 11 people. And the house is on fire. Okay, that's bad. Well, it's a step in the right direction. I mean, you know. Crops lost to rot. That's because there's not enough farmers to look after it. No. Can I, like... I wonder if I could set up some sort of deal where I could sell people a house for maybe, like, you know, 1 gold coin or something. Or better still, if I could give them a gold coin to actually move here, I'll pay them to come and live here. I think things might go a bit better then. Anyway, let's slow this down and see what we can buy and sell. Ideally what we can sell, because I need to sell things. No. Got a lot of beans I could have sold you. No. Sell any. Well, at least they're not stuck, which makes a change. So these lot, right, so they're complaining of, they've got no tallow and they've got no pelt, so the hunters aren't really up to much, and nor are the farmers for some strange reason. So they've produced not a lot, basically. We've been getting some milk, some... Yeah, that's not good. back to plugging our gaps again. So we've now got 42 labourers, so I need more builders because these buildings are just falling to bits. One thing I'm still trying to wrap my head around was that part there. Because it says there's 10 builders there. So is that like how many are actually doing the building versus how many I've set? Because they do revert back to being labourers if there's nothing to work. Because it would be useful if it told you, I mean, before when I was running short of labourers, I was getting a warning. You got like a little information icon popped up and it says, oh, you need a certain amount of labourers to be able to do this. I do think you do get warnings every now and again if you don't have enough builders. But it would be nice if it actually told you all of the time, this is, you know, the minimum you need to keep things at. 5 buildings destroyed. Oh wow, they broke through here as well. So they came in 2 places, I didn't realise that. Too distracted. So just as well I've given you this feature. You go around and check where places have been destroyed. Right, we're running short on gold. So I'll put some over in the kitty for everybody to hear, folks. Oh, game saved, right, okay. No, nothing jumps out here. See, it's a pity. I would have liked to been able to sell these. Hold on, why have I got 5 in? That wasn't the plan. I thought I only wanted 2. Unless I got things the wrong way around when I've transferred them. Now, is that getting upgraded or repaired? Oh, it didn't tell me. Would have been nice to know, is that, you know, if something's being upgraded or just being repaired. So hopefully at some point they'll start fixing these as well. I mean, that needs stone. So seem to be doing okay for stone. Yeah, I'd really love to not have to be plugging these gaps. So is there another D in here somewhere? Where is that little rascal? Because obviously it's been eating the crops. Probably because the oh yeah, that makes sense actually, because the because the game got taken down, they're coming in through here. Grrr. Let's have a look. So if I if I highlight that, it shows me where those deer are. Right, okay, so curiosity then. So this building can now get upgraded. I mean, it's close to capacity, so I may as well. The root cell is also getting full. So once that's built, better prioritize that actually. Once that's built, it'll take some of the load off them. Right, can I sell you anything? So candles, I definitely need candles. We've got a lot of glass. I might be tempted to wait until the price goes up. Things to buy? Not really. So we head back to here. So their problem is not enough beer. But when it comes to the candle shop, if I put someone else into making more candles, come back and keep plugging these gaps again. Oh no. No, 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 no. It says the mine is out of ore. Oh dear. Okay, we'll have to decommission this place then. So I need another clay mine then. I think there's plenty of clay on this map. I think I've exhausted most of the other things. Hold on a tick. That's because I'm using that F4. That F4 option keeps rotating between what it shows you. Oh, okay, so there's still some gold there then. I thought we were out of gold. But I'm getting distracted, I need clay. Where's the clay? There's one there. So there's a mine there. We've already got one. Right, okay, that's fine. I don't know how many... I should have paid more attention to how many people were in that clay mine. Because I seriously need to keep on top of how many people I've got allocated. It doesn't tell you. I think I'll leave the road in because there's still a sand pit over there I could use. And I can still tap into that path for other things. So there is a gold mine. I must be thinking the other playthrough I'm doing. Yeah, I think on that one had run out of gold. This one seems to have a lot of gold. Okay. Okay. Right, so we need to move our compost around again. Put it in that one for a change. You got any compost? You got compost. Yeah, so that'll be quite useful when that gets automated, I must admit. So that's pending compost. So these are into the 60s now, so it's certainly getting better. Right, let's get us back to full speed. Are you ever going to get round to build? Look at all these deer. That's a lot of deer. Ah, now there's a thought. Oh, it's a forager. So there's the hunter. Oh, there is a hunter here. Go and clear out this pesky deer wherever it went to. Oh, there's two of them. Tell you what. Go on, just keep an eye on the fields, will you? Oh, hold on. Unable to find store-produced goods. What? Okay, let's think. So we're not keeping food here. That's a bit odd. Well, there's plenty of space there. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of space there, so it seems a bit strange. I mean, I've got a stockyard there, there's not one in there either. Okay. I'll tell you, see if we can, seeing as we're not producing much tallow, I wonder if we can buy any. No, none of that. Oh no. More gaps to fill. Someone's injured, so we'll replace them. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, 34 plus 10 builders. So let's have a look in the cupboards. What have we got? We've got... So we've got a few more candles going spare. Soap. Right, soap. Soapy soap. Where are we making our soap? Where's pottery? That's another thought. So they're barely keeping up with candles, furniture, or pottery. So I could put somebody else into the pottery. Good grief, I've got to start plugging more gaps. Oh, the soap. Wow, we're maxed out on the soap already. Yes, that might do something for the pottery. I mean, it doesn't specifically say what these luxuries need to be. It just says you need more of them. I mean, there's a lot of them. I mean, we're behind on... Oh, let's cut back on the glassware then. There's only 2 people in there though. Well, I'll take it down to 1. But it looks like we're not producing enough soap. So I've got 4 people working in that soap shop. We produced, out of 4 of them, they only produced 15 soap. Tallow, that's why. I'm not getting enough tallow. Grr. I mean, I've got 2 fields. That was the idea. I'm looking at that and think I need to put the fertilizer somewhere, and it's not. It's just it's a case of it's waiting to get fertilizer. Yeah, the part of the reason for having these barns is that you're supposed to get the meats, the pelts, and the tallow. And we're not. There's not that many. Well, we've got quite a lot of cows. I mean, they're all maxed out. 10 of 10. They're idling. They're unable to work. And that's presumably because it's winter. We just keep them in here. So they're stocking the bees. So yes, it depends. I think. Birth rate. What is that? -2 per year. Well, let's put an extra person. That's a possibility, because I mean it says you need 4, or at least that's the max. Oh wow. So that's a lot of time spent travelling. So they're getting vegetables and they're getting grain, which they should get it from all over here. So where are you going? So it looks like he's going home. Oh, he's got a candle. So he went home to put a candle in the house. And now he's coming back to do his job. So yeah, it's kind of a catch-22, because I mean we are quite a distance from where the house is and where they live, but the trouble is, if I put these any closer, go and build another. Let's see, where's that fall on? There's a barn. So seeing it impacts desirability. That's interesting. Where's the... I wasn't seeing any numbers there for some reason, so maybe these overlays that you've got. I mean, widgets are... Let's see, F2. So F2... F3 tells you what people... Wow, there's a lot of people wandering around with nothing to do. This is not good. I think I'll have to cut back on the soap here. I think we're storing too much and I'm not selling it, so I may as well let them use it. Oh no! Shields are going at a good price, but you only want to sell them to me. I want to sell them to you. Can I not change your mind? No, 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 don't, no, 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 don't be doing that. That would just plain silly. This is, oh, I must admit, this is quite interesting. This, seeing what everybody's doing. So, Edwin, so you're the cheesemaker. So I've got two cheesemakers who've got nothing to do. Because there's no, oh no, there's no milk. If you're not making anything, it's possibly because there's just not enough people. Tell you what, how are we doing on spare capacity, should we say? So let's put, oh no, 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 no. We need at least 29. Boo bar. I can't do that. I'm still not even back to where I was before. There's only 264 people. Where's everybody gone? So I've got a lot of people who've got nothing to do. Cheesemaker. Well, if you've got nothing to... where's the cheesemaker gone? Right, well if you've got nothing to do, I may as well scale back on them. So that's actually quite handy then. I can find out who's got nothing to do and then scale back. So who's this? This is... So that's a labourer who's got nothing to do. Seriously? I have nothing to do. Go and chop some trees down. Right, off you go. So they're supposed to be chopping trees down. Go and chop those trees down. Actually, tell you what, go and work over there. You can chop the trees down and you can gather the... There you go. So actually this is proving very useful because it's telling me, you know, who's doing what, but if they've got nothing to do. So if there's like a building where I've got too many people and there's just nothing to do, well, yeah, I may as well scale back. So this is... Is that somebody working out the apothecary? Oh, the arborist. Where did I put them? Interesting. Why have you got nothing to do? Probably because you've got to wait for the trees to grow. You can't exactly like pick any fruit if it's not ready, to be fair. No, 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 no. Well, I'm a pear tree. And you can have another apple tree to keep you occupied. Oh, I'm definitely liking this. So you're a farmer and you've got absolutely nothing to do. So we've probably got to wait until we get later into the season and they'll start doing the doing flax. Creed? Who's Creed? Yeah, you're on a farmer who've got nothing to do. Yeah, I'm definitely liking this, I must admit. So you're working on upkeep. Ah, no, that's interesting. Where are you going then? So it says transferring produced items. Interesting, so she took them to the market. Why do that? Why? I mean, why not put them into store? Because we've got... That seems a bit odd, because we've got marketers. Their job is to go out to the various places and gather things and bring them back to the market. So that's a bit intriguing, that. I would have thought, unless it's a case of these just... If she works here, maybe that's closer to her. Oh well, each to their own. I may as well max this out while I'm at it. Maybe, why not? We'll have a look around and see if anybody else has got nothing better to do. So Milner's a publican and she's got nothing to do, presumably because the brewery. So where will this beer go to then? This seriously makes the game a lot more intriguing. Trying to figure out, I mean, who's actually doing anything, quite frankly. There's not a lot going on here. I mean, at least managed to sell some beer last year, so that's something. That's a rat catcher. I mean, there's not much I can do about the rat catchers, because obviously they're going to just catch rats when they actually show up. Now that is interesting. I've got a labourer who's off to gather flax. Where's she gone? Oh, there she is. I mean, I know there's somebody's just turned up at the trading post, but I'm curious to see where she goes, because we're growing flax on these fields. My expectation is it would end up in here, in the stores here. Now Ekra here is a labourer, so what's she going to do? If I can find her again. Where's she going? Unless she's delivered it, I won't. Ah, ha 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 ha. I wonder if she's been emptying these. Looks like she might have been emptying these then, after all. Ah, interesting. This game is getting a lot more interesting, I must admit, just by turning that option on. So there's nothing jumps out for me to sell. Unless you've got any tallow, have you? Have you got... Oh, has the other one got any tallow? No. Yeah, this is seriously intriguing. And that's just by pressing on the F4. So I press H, it brings up the HUD information up here. And F4. Oh, sorry, yeah. F4 is for the resources. So that toggles between nothing. There's an icon for iron. Then it tells me there's 484 iron there, for instance. So F2 is the icons above the buildings. And F3 is the people. Yeah, so that is definitely useful, that. Yeah, so I can now go around and find out what these folks are up to. Is that your shelter over there? Yeah, so people like the forager, I think they actually live in these houses. So they've got to go out and gather all of these items to bring back to their house. Whereas some other professions, they'll work at the site, but then they'll live in a house that you build. So it's both two separate buildings. So there's logistics. So that transport wagon's doing logistics. So they're gathering. What are they gathering? Are they gathering beans for? Terrible hitbox, these things. It'd be good if it could actually tell you where they were going. You know, it could give you a pathway to show you where they're actually going to be taking them to. But I'm assuming they're going to take these beans out to a shelter somewhere, because usually that's what they do. There's nothing here that needs plugging. So I think that F3 buttons for me seems to be being a lot of help, because it's, especially in this situation where I'm right on the borderline of how many people I can employ or actually use in jobs. So I'm trying to juggle things as best I can with the amount of people that I've got, to try and plug gaps, get more people doing any job. But there's no point putting people into a job if there's nothing there for them to do. Oh, no tallow. I've got a lot of cheese. Jeez Louise, we've got a lot of cheese. I mean, I can't sell it, but all the same, I may as well stock it to sell it off, because it's just going to waste. Right, so how we're doing on resources? So we're kind of getting there when it comes to the candles. I just don't have enough people. I could have done with some more people to do the soap, it seems like, but I just don't have enough people. I'm actually going, as I say, I'm going backwards now. I'm down to 264 people. We got 11 extra people, but I've hit this problem where we're into like year 79. 51 of these people are elderly, 74 of them are senior. So this is I've hit one of these problems where people are just getting too old to do anything, and then they're just healing over. Right, so Zelen here. Zelen's got nothing to do. So you're a work camp labourer. So where? It doesn't tell me where they work. Some games with some games they'll actually show you where they work. That's his diet. That's his warmth. That's his happiness. That's his health. So presumably must be a work camp around here somewhere, surely, that he's got nothing better to do. I mean, normally they do, every now and again it does give you warnings if there's a work camp not being used. I mean, I could follow him around. That's one possibility. Seeking food. Trouble is, when they wander, you don't know. I mean, how far are they actually willing to wander? Ah, haha. He's standing right next to the police. That's interesting. So there's no warning there. So Where's my HUD gone again? So F1. F3. Ah, that's interesting. So that's saying that they're complaining that they've got no armour. If I press F3 again, then I get told what they're up to. So F2 is the little icons there. I've lost the plot. What? Oh, that's it, because F1 doesn't do anything. Right, tell you what then, since you lot have got nothing and no one's complaining, yeah, F4's the resources. Right, well since you lot have got absolutely nothing better to do, go and chop things down over there, will you? So Audric is... Where on earth is this dude going? I mean, the brewery's down... The brewery's over here. Oh, you got... Oh, wow, did you just get... Did you get water from here? Oh, wow, I didn't notice that before. I always thought they would just go to a well, but they didn't. They actually went to... Yeah, they actually went to the little pond here. Ah, cool. There you go, you learn something new every day. I mean, I could just sit here for like hours, just sitting, just watching where these people are going and what exactly they're doing, just to try and find units. It's like, oh, good grief. I mean, why have I got a farmer, for instance? There's a farmer out here. They've got nothing to do. And they're like way out there. So there's 2 new villages have immigrated. The child's grown up. So we're on 267. So pretty much just like before, I'm not further forward. Still don't have enough people. But I could just sit and watch these like run around and see, well, who's doing what can they do? I mean, in theory, it shouldn't take that long to get the fertility levels on these farms back up to a pretty good level. I mean, yeah, these aren't too far off the 70s. These are kind of holding about that level. Oh, there. And then what I might do is I'm seriously tempted to start cutting those fields down, to be honest, because it's just a waste of people, because these are 7x7 and I only need 2 people. I think these are 8x8 and they need 3 people. I mean, there's a... I'm curious if I've got any... So that one was producing beans. We got about 396. Well, that's impressive. We planted 329 and we got 396 back. Okay, that's interesting. So 396. So if we find anybody else who's doing these, yeah, 492. So they got 492, planted 434, and 492 back. But it cost me 3 people to pull that off versus just 2. that's another interest. That's interesting. That's another field that's on all clover. There's quite a lot of these fields that I've got that are pretty much just making clover, which certainly explains. I mean, all the same, I've got a lot of food. Food is not a problem at the moment. It's just a machine number of people I need. So yeah, I need to start scratching my head again to figure out how to get any further forward. But of course, it's all for another episode.